What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Cancer sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of June 21st and July 22nd, then you are a Cancer sun sign, and this video is for you. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at the month ahead for the month of December for all Cancer sun signs, and this spread is going to tell us what you should hold on to, what you should let go of in the upcoming month, as well as the past, present, future energies surrounding you, as well as the lessons and the obstacles you're likely to face on your path in December. And so basically this spread is designed to give you the leg up on December so you can make it the best month possible. Let me introduce you to some of my crystal friends. I've got my sodalite sphere here, which I keep with me on the table for every reading. You guys probably know him by now. I also wanted to give some energy and vitality to this reading, so I brought along some natural citrine, which is definitely great for that. And I also brought some Heliodor, which is another great, it's from the beryl family, and it's just, these two crystals, they just bring a vibrant, sunny energy to them. So that's why I brought them on this reading. And today we're going to be using the Llewellyn Tarot. This tarot deck has fully been customized, finally. I've trimmed it and I've edged it brown, as you can see here. So yes, it is now fully customized, and I'm excited to use it for you guys. So if you would, please give me a moment to center myself and ask the tarot cards the question: what are the energies surrounding Cancer sun signs in the month of December? What are the energies surrounding Cancer sun signs in the month of December? Alright, that ought to do it. And we will cut the deck and deal them out. Alright, and while we're at it, we're going to consult the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, and we're going to ask it what message it has for Cancer sun signs in the month of December. What message for Cancer sun signs in the month of December? And we will go ahead and take a look at that card at the end of the reading. Alright, Cancer friends, let's get into it. Cups and Wands seem to be the theme here. A lot of cups, a lot of wands, and a couple major arcana. So we'll see what that all means. What I'm going to do is look at these cards individually, and then I'm going to go back and see what they have to say as a whole. So let's start on over here. This card here represents the energies of last month, so the energies of November, and we've got the Six of Cups. Okay, I'm getting the feeling that November was a month for family. It was a month for, you know, being retrospective with family and friends and just reminiscing about the old times is the feeling I'm getting. Like, the energy I'm getting from this is that November was a time where it kind of felt like old energy in a good way. It felt like old good times again. Especially with your friends and around your family, and very good vibe from this card. I'm getting the feeling of reminiscing. I'm getting the feeling of old good vibes returning. If that makes any sense to you, sort of like a memory. You know, when you have a memory of an event or a time in your life, and it's just full of warm and fuzziness and good feelings. I'm getting the sense that you felt that a lot in the month of November. You actually felt those feelings returning. So now when you look back at this November, in 5 years, you're going to have those warm, fuzzy feelings. That's the feeling I'm getting. I don't know if I explained that very well, Cancer friends, but that's the gist I get. Basically, in a nutshell, I get the feeling that November was a positive time. It was a happy time, an emotionally fulfilled time, a time for you to reminisce and think about the past in a good way with close friends and family. And remember, this is a general overall reading, so not everything's going to apply to everyone specifically in a specific way. So take what works for you, leave the rest, and figure out how these cards pertain to your life. Alright, this card here represents the present energies, the current energies, and we've got the Tower. And this card symbolizes rapid and sudden change. Something is changing right now for you guys. And, I hate to speculate as to the nature of this change, especially since this is a reading for a large group of people. So it's going to be different for everyone. But I do feel like change is happening now. And, at the time of a Tower event, while it's happening, it almost always seems like a negative thing. Oh, this negative, lightning strike has destroyed our tower. That's a metaphor, right? And the tower will never be the same again. Everything is destroyed, is disastrous. Woe is me. And that's the feeling in the midst of a Tower event. But looking back on a Tower event, you see that that lightning strike showed the flaws in the tower, and now you're going to rebuild this tower with more stability, more strength, and so that the next lightning strike can't break it. So you've learned your lesson, and now you've grown stronger. And that's the way to look at a Tower event while you're in a Tower event, rather than using retrospection to come to that conclusion. So if you are in the midst of a Tower event right now, when I say Tower event, I mean sudden, drastic change, something has happened, then choose to be retrospective about it in the moment, now. Realize that you're learning. Realize that you're going to grow stronger because of this. Rather than saying, oh, woe is me. Someone throw pity my direction, please. You know what I mean? You catching my drift? All right. Let's move on over here. This card represents the energies of December. And we've got the Seven of Cups. Definite indecision. December is going to be a month for you to work things out, is the feeling I'm getting. Work through your emotions and figure out which way you want to progress. I don't see a lot happening in the month of December for you. Especially emotionally speaking, because of kind of a conflicted sense of which way to go. Just not being certain of where to go next. Maybe this Tower event has left you befuddled. You don't know what to make of this Tower event. You don't know where to go now. You don't know which direction to proceed in, because things are just looking a little bit cloudy, is the sense I'm getting for December. And you can look at this negatively, but I would choose not to. I would see this as a resting time, a time to figure things out. You don't need to kill yourself in the month of December. I think December is going to be a time for you to feel through your emotions and try to learn more about yourself. Use this Tower event to learn more about yourself, so that when it's time to rebuild this tower, you are going to make it better. You're not going to repeat the same mistakes that you made in the first go around. So yeah, December seems like it's going to be a time for just feeling through your emotions and figuring out which direction to go. And you may come to that decision in December, you may not, but realize that there's no timetable here. Take all the time that you need and do it right. Don't rush anything, any decision, okay? Alright, this card here represents what to hold on to in the month of December, and we've got the Queen of Wands. Determinism is the word I'm coming up with from this card. Is the word that's being shown to me, is be determined. Remember that you can bend, but you do not break. And of all the times that you've bent in your life, you have never broken. And that's something to really think about. And, draw from that strength and move forward based on that strength, in the knowledge that you've never been broken. You've always bent to the point where you had to learn something. And then you bent back into shape, but you were stronger because of it. And I think something to hold on to this month is the the willingness to push forward even when things are uncertain. The willingness to stand in your power even when the world around you seems chaotic and confusing. So hold on to that. Realize your strength. Realize that you are on a path. Even if you feel like you have lost the sight of that path, you've gone so far off trail that you're deep in the woods. Remember that the path is still there and you will find it again. There might be a time of confusion, but you will find the path because you are a strong individual and you are not going to break. You may bend, but you will not break. Hold on to that this month. Alright, this card here represents the biggest hurdle or obstacle you're likely to run into in the month of December. We've got the Ace of Wands. And this is just going along with the Seven of Cups here. I think your biggest hurdle or struggle is going to be figuring out how to start, right? How to pick up the pieces from this Tower event. How to move forward in this time of confusion, right? It's very difficult to figure out what action is needed to be taken when you don't even know where you are or where you're headed, okay? So I do get the feeling that this Tower event, this event that's happening at the end of November around this time, is going to be very confusing for a lot of you, and it's going to send you off into a spiral of just confusion, I guess. And just I think knowing where to put your action this month, I think is going to be the biggest challenge, is to try to move forward action-wise, right? You can't put in action if you don't know where you're going. So that's going to be difficult, and maybe this is not a month to put in action. Maybe the desire to put in action is there, but maybe, just maybe, that December is a month for you to rest and revitalize and realize where you're going rather than to put action into going somewhere. Okay? This card represents what to let go of in the month of December, and we've got the Strength card. Oh, interesting. Let me go into this card for a moment. Pride, sort of pride. Let go of the need to be strong, I think, is the thing I'm getting from this. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Remember I said that we have to learn lessons this month. This is a month for lesson learning, of retrospection and learning from the past mistakes. And if you're not going to allow yourself to be vulnerable, how can you learn any lessons? If you're never going to admit fault, if you're not going to see your weaknesses, if you're going to be so prideful that, I have no weaknesses, whatever bad event happened to me was because, random occurrence, and there's nothing for me to learn from these events, right? That's the Strength card right there, right? Not necessarily, but that's the Pride card, okay? What I'm getting from this card is that you need to be vulnerable. You need to say, yes, I was weak. That was my weakness there. Yes, I faltered there. And if you can do that, if you're willing to do that, then you can grow and learn and build on your mistakes. If you're not going to admit mistake, if you're not going to admit fault, how can you ever get better? How can you ever learn? We learn only through our missteps. And if you have made a misstep, how are you going to learn if you're just not going to acknowledge it? So release some pride and be a little bit more vulnerable this month, in the month of December, Cancer friends. And I think you're going to realize that there's plenty of opportunities for you to learn from yourself, for you to grow and become a better person. Wonderful. All right, let's move on over here. This card represents the energy of the people around you in the month of December. We've got the Eight of Wands. And this card is basically telling me that the people in your life is going to be hectic. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be crazy. December is a time for the holidays, and people are out shopping and preparing big meals, and they're kind of scattered and busy. And I get the feeling that the people in your life are not going to be 100% there for you in the way that you need them. You're going to be feeling maybe confused or lost, and everyone else is going to be, buzzing around like bees trying to get things done. So you might be a little bit on your own this month as far as working through your confused emotions. So I'm sorry to say that, but that's good. That's for the best, because they're not really going to be able to help you to decipher your feelings, okay? Only you can truly do that. So this might be a good opportunity to kind of go inward this month and spend some more time looking at the introspective self. And I think that's going to benefit you, because the people in your life are just going to have a chaotic energy that's probably not going to be good for you. Okay, just saying. All right, so let's move on over to this card. This card represents the biggest lesson you're likely to learn in the month of December, Cancer friends, and we've got Four of Pentacles. Oh, sorry, that's a King of Pentacles. I was about to say, Four of Pentacles doesn't make any sense. King of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what this card is saying. Okay, friends. The way forward, Cancer friends, is through stability. I think that's how you're going to get through this, is to stay grounded. There's going to be a tendency here, I get the feeling, of wanting to go into the emotions and getting lost in the emotions. You know, this Tower event, if you see it negatively, could send you down a negative emotion spiral. And that's not good. I don't have to tell you that that's no good. But the way forward is to stay grounded, stay connected to the earth, stay just here and present. And I think that's going to help you get through this phase. Realize that, you know, the people around you need your support and stability. Recognize that, you know, you can throw yourself into work, and I think that will help you a little bit. Just, you know, focusing on something productive is going to bring more productive energy to you this month. And I think it's going to help you get out of this confused Seven of Cups period, where you're just not really 100% sure which way to go. You know, if this is like representing of a hobby or something, go do a hobby. Go be creative. Go create something. Go make something with your two hands, or with your mouth, or with your brain. Whatever you use to create, be creative, stay grounded, and that is going to help push you past this confusing time. Looking at these cards as a whole now, I see a lot of change happening in the lives of Cancers. Whereas November was an upbeat, happy month with a lot of reminiscing and time spent with friends and family, I think something is going to happen at the end of November or around that time that's going to shake things up, is going to change things, and it's going to leave you a little bit perplexed. And, you know, this is a large reading for a large group of people, so there's going to be varying degrees of perplexity, okay? Some of you may figure it out quickly. Others of you are going to go down maybe perhaps a long spiral of just not being certain of anything because of this Tower event. And, you know, this Tower event's going to range in complexity and intensity for a lot of you, so it's hard to say how much of an impact it's going to have on you. Only you know that, but I do feel like December is going to be a period of just trying to work things out and try to figure things out in the ashes, in the rubble of this Tower event. But hold on to your dedication. You know, you guys are strong-willed, and you can do anything. So remain in your power. Be aware of how much power you have. That's going to help you so much, and it's going to help you to get through this period of confusion. So stand in your power, and you will be on the right path. The desire to start something, to put energy into something, is going to be there, but I don't think it's in the best interest. I think you're going to have a lot of trouble getting started, figuring out how to move forward. And I would suggest that if you are having trouble understanding which way to go, where to put your action this month, take a breather this month and just really figure things out and get a little bit more introspective so that you can learn the lessons that you're supposed to learn as a result of this Tower event. You're going to have trouble moving past this event if you don't learn its lessons. So the faster you learn its lessons, the faster you can get over it. Remove some pride. A very important thing for you to do this month is to recognize your flaws, recognize where you made mistakes, and only then can you improve upon them and learn from them and get better. So if you have the pride to where, you know, I don't make mistakes, you know, it's the other person's fault always. If you're taking that kind of mentality, it's going to be problems for you this month, okay? So definitely, you know, be a little bit more humble and be a little bit more honest with yourself about your own flaws, weaknesses, and things of that nature, okay? And that's going to help you so much, so much. The people around you are going to be scattered, chaotic, hectic. Don't worry about them so much this month. Yes, it's a time for family and friends getting together, but I think emotionally speaking, they're just going to be all over the place. And you know, emotionally speaking, you need to be a little bit, you need more groundedness, right? You need to be grounded. Whereas your friends and family and coworkers and things of that nature are going to be scattered around and busy moving from here to there. You need to be grounded. You need to take things a little bit slower this month. You need to focus on art if that's something that you do, or focus on creativity, whatever way you want to be creative, and get grounded. Spend time in nature. All these grounded activities are going to really benefit you, and they're going to pull you out of this negative emotional space that you possibly will be in as a result of the Tower event. So get grounded, Cancer friends. It's going to help you so much. All right, so before we go, we asked the Psychic Tarot of the Heart what message it had for Cancer sun signs in the month of December, and we've got... oh, rest and reconsider. Do I even have to say it? I've already said it. This is a month for resting and reconsidering. This is a month for analyzing and tweaking. This is not a month for big, grand, swooping gestures. This is a month for taking it easy, going inside, getting introspective, and figuring things out. I do feel like this may be a lonely month for a lot of Cancers, but that is a good thing. You need this time right now, Cancer friends, to sort things out, to understand. I love the Oracle cards, man, when they just, you know, tie it all together and give you the overall theme that we've been talking about for the month of December. Rest and reconsider. I don't think I have to talk too much more about that. I think the message here is very clear, okay? All right, Cancer friends, so that is the reading. I hope you got something out of that. Remember, this is a general reading for a large group of people, but if you want a specific reading tailored just for you, then head on over to my Etsy shop. The link is in the description. I want to help you to heal. I want to bring healing to you. I want to bring clarity, and if you want that too, then you know what to do. Etsy shop in the link description below. Please consider giving this video a like if you did enjoy it. If you got something out of it, it lets me know that you enjoyed it, and I really appreciate that. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about these readings. And if you really enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button to stay up to date on all my tarot readings. You don't want to miss out, so hit that subscribe button and join the party. All right, Cancer friends. Sorry to hear of this Tower event, but it is a positive thing whether you realize it or not, and you're just going to have to take some time out for yourself to understand what it means and how to move forward. But you can do it. You have the strength to move forward. You are a bender. You are not a breaker, okay? So have a great month, Cancer friends. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.